Welcome, one and all. It's time to play something different.
I was asleep on the floor.
He was. Lobotomy Corporation.
Where they
So
shove a needle in your brain.
For those who don't know and or need a refresher, this is similar to the SCP Foundation of monsters. So essentially what we're doing is gaining control over these creatures and more or less harvesting the energy, the abnormal energy that they provide, and using it to power a city. And all sorts of terrible things can happen. So, Benton, take it away.
Tutorial. Nah.
Jump
Alright.
right into it.
Going in
Alright.
balls to the wall. Hello.
That was an inmate.
Shemai, get out of here!
You'll hover your mouse over these boxes, and it'll give you a hint at what is inside. And then you'll pick from the list generated of which one you would like to take care of. Because this is your first day, you will always get this creature.
Hello, Max. I give you a warm welcome to the Lobotomy Corporation.
You need to speak up.
Yeah, you
There's
do.
no way that microphone's gonna pick you up.
I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation!
I'm standing right next to you, you don't have to scream.
I am Angela. There we are. Your advisor and secretary.
Would you like a vagina?
My role is in the AI to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace. So please have no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. I will not date you. Even an AI can have a nice name. Do you know that?
1967. Oops.
How often do the buttons on your shirt break? That's a lot of stress.
Yep.
As I said, shut up. Don't. Next. I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. This non-specific date and age.
Just day one.
Ah! I know what you must be thinking.
These eyes.
Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI. Am I wrong? I was thinking something else completely. However, there's a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation to open a door, prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight or feel the gentle breeze. Please get your hand off my butt. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of a morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. Yeah, I know.
I should have proofread this first.
Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile.
Alas, I never smile.
Most beautiful smile. William Defoe.
Get a comparison up there.
Don't worry, that
It's
was
gonna
a joke.
be that gif of him like.
Yeah, there can be no such person on this earth.
We just said William Defoe. Beautiful smile, freaking. I don't think he has blue hair, but.
My appearance was designed with attractiveness and the largest number of
People.
possible in mind. Traxland. Get your cursor away from there.
What?
If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What? Moving on. Artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. Uh-huh. I am the best in the majority of work fields. I am able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I am certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. I don't care,
They're
though.
just McDonald's employees anyway.
Well, enough introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know?
What
your
that
cup?
mouth do?
There's be something else. What's your cup size?
Only get to pick one.
Oh, tell me about the company.
That is not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing and the demand of our energy is exponentially increasing as technologies advance.
I actually sound like a Dragon Ball character now. I'm
Get
getting
scared.
All
All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further, Goku.
In search of a solution, we found the 7 Dragon Balls. We happened to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we dubbed abnormalities.
Abby normal, huh?
Abnormal. Then we figured out that energy can be harvested from these abnormalities. Then I can't say that word for some reason. Abnormalities via a special method.
Tickle in a pinch.
To isolate them in a controlled environment, and then to harvest energy from them. It sounds so wrong considering how you look. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in 2 ways. Once you are fully placed into the role of the manager, you will be able to access all current information on abnormalities from the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Keenan,
Yeah.
this isn't Monster
No.
World. It's like, well, okay.
No.
I had to ask. It's
No,
you.
those are in print right now.
Like, am I getting rickrolled with?
It's very important
Or-
that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position.
No, I'll
Never
word you well.
give you up,
Yes.
never gonna let you down, never run around and desert you. For now, the encyclopedia pages lay blank, but will fill out little by little. Fill out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Jesus Christ.
Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. Pen is. Oh, she's sitting down now.
Oh, Pan Island. I've been there.
You have joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, they are. Oh my God, you are just a windy person, aren't you? There was
AI,
a
man, it speaks.
There was a new update.
You
to the
don't
system
see those
right before
massive
you
lungs?
That's a lot of lung power.
Huge lungs.
That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. Best of luck, huh? I was just about to mention to you.
I was just about to mention
You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? I do! God, I'm reading this!
Calling you out.
Well, part of my manager, I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce you to you, Victor. Our facility is a huge one. Don't say.
Wow.
And even I would have trouble managing it on my own. Yeah, that's right. Someone determined. Shut up.
That's enough.
I read your mind.
We haven't even started gameplay.
So someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of the. I'm doing this on purpose now. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. Naturally. Of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Among us.
That's
Getting
simply
real
made
bad
you-
Halo vibes from this.
Sus.
That's simply made you.
Very suspicious.
Well then, shall we greet her now? Sure. Yeah, more the merrier. You can hear Russian footsteps from behind.
So,
I mean, she's she's not as... She doesn't have very big lungs.
Manager! Manager!
She has I guess...
I arrived just on time, right? This
Okay.
time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess it still counts as on time.
Posterior.
Congratulations on joining Lobotomy Corporation, Manager.
Where are you going?
Posterior.
Angela.
Oh, it's me.
Real Sayori vibes.
I don't want to disturb this touching moment, Malkuth. But
This game is going to be terrible for Nick if he's having trouble with this.
every second counts in Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and go prepare for the meeting.
Seems like Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today.
He's not even looking. He's not even looking. He's not even looking.
No. Huh? Oh, yeah.
But hey, at least the other Sephiroth are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe. Not all of them. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Malkut. I'm in charge of the control team. Since we're the control team, we have a great deal of responsibility.
That sinister look.
Yep.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
stop it!
I'll try my best to help you by improving the basics of this facility, Manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
It takes a bit of time to get used to things around here. I know from experience. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I am, not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sephiroth. You know. I would sew buttons on the shirt in the wrong direction and add salt instead of sugar to food. Ugh.
Monster.
But still, you can do it. Just like I managed to. I'm sure you will succeed, Manager. I'll give you an easy task since it's your first day here. I wish you the best of luck.
What's he doing in the back?
No.
Supposed to be an employee.
I can't take it anymore, manager. You're in there, right? I have to get out of here, please. I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You can do anything.
Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me.
It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal.
Do you really think you can't handle it?
Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please.
Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, that employee belongs to my department, so I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please.
Let her handle it, or I should intervene.
That's your job.
Let me intervene.
I'll let you handle it.
Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often.
Get back in there.
Oh, right. It must be the first time you've seen something like this. Usually, Miss Angela or I handles this kind of stuff. It's just a teeny hiccup. Nothing for you to worry about.
No, please, manager, please.
You can do this. Yay! Manager, please make sure to remember that your primary goal is to harvest energy from the abnormalities. In order to harvest energy, you need to work on them. It is the most basic yet important task we have here at the corporation. Please don't let me down. I know you can do it.
Alright, you need to select the only accessible block and then confirm it.
You gonna read it or no?
Oh,
Ah,
sorry.
Too late.
I didn't even realize.
He's like, "Durr."
I skip over it all the time.
It's been so long since Doki Doki.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there, man.
He was there in spirit.
I was there in the editing.
It did all the editing. Alright. So this is your level up screen. So, you have a list of employees on your right here.
Mhm.
So you'll drag them into the empty slots in the control team. If you want to hire more people, you'll click the higher button.
Ah.
You can also upgrade your currently accessible employees by selecting them, and then in the right, there'll be a little button that'll pop up.
Hung
Yeah,
still?
Yep. They give you weird names. So,
Bright-eyed newbie?
Well, I'm definitely gonna hire one more if I can.
Yep. That'll cost you 1 lob point. You have 2 available. You can upgrade their skills, so Fortitude, Prudence, Temperance, and Justice. Fortitude is their health, Prudence is their mental, Temperance is their work speed, and Justice is their combat skill. So each of those has a set, I guess I want to say, like, strength to them, and certain ones will take longer to level up than others.
Okay.
Wow.
Aw, yeah.
Wow. Chairman.
It's lucky newbie. So you still have 1 lob point left.
What else can I do with the lob points? Or
You can use them to level up the characters. So over on the bar here, click on one of those. And then on the far side here, strengthen employee at the top. To left.
go.
There you go. You can click on that, and it drops that down, and you can move those, and it'll show you how much lob it costs. So Justice
I don't know, I'm like clicking on here. See that?
Yeah.
That costs 1 lob.
Yep.
Bright-eyed newbie. Bright-eyed newbie.
Temperance was what again? And Justice was what again?
Okay, so Temperance is their work speed, and Justice is their combat strength.
Gotcha.
Something else to keep note on, those 4 things correspond with the types of work you perform on the abnormalities. And we'll get into that once you actually start the mission. Aside from that, you can even save that lob point if you want.
Yeah. Debating if I want to actually level somebody up, or I'm not entirely sure about hiring 3 people around that, but
Yeah, it's an option, and the later in the timeline you get, you'll get more lob points closer to when you're about to level out of this room.
we'll raise your temperance.
Alright, you'll have to confirm it.
Right
Next, yep, right there.
Okay.
Alright.
What a noob!
So click down in the blank section, and you'll begin the management.
Begin management.
Alright, so the center there is the main room. This is where people will come back to after they're done with work. Every time that bar ticks over, it will pulse healing for all stats into that room.
Okay.
So you'll always want to bring employees back here at some point so they stay alive. Your abnormality is in the bottom left there, so you can scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in on him and drag around, and that is your first abnormality.
Skull. Scary,
Right, so
spooky.
click to select work, and then those are the 4 types of work. They correspond with the skills that your workers have. When they work with that skill, they will level up a little bit in that skill, as well as produce the resulted energy from working with this thing. Note, some of these will like work more than other work.
Yeah.
And
I'm
if you-
seeing the outcome ranges there. I'm currently on
Go ahead and
roll.
click on one.
So I'm gonna click attachment.
So right now you have no idea what anything.
What works with them?
Yes. So in order to figure that out, you need to perform the work, and then as you're unlocking the points for it, you will click on, see the number corresponding with his name, hover over that above, right there, click that. This is all of the stuff that you can spend your points on. So, ideally, the managerial guidelines and the work preferences are going to be what you focus on unlocking, because if you don't, you might fuck yourself over. Basic information is some lore. It's nice to know. Escape information is very good to know if you're having trouble, and you know you're going to have trouble. And then the other two locked windows are weapons and armor you can unlock by working with this thing.
So say, since she's got 2 points in
You'll click
attachment.
on that. So she's good at attachment work, and just by having a higher point total, now she's walking through, she's going to walk up to that door and then slip into the room. Green boxes are good, red boxes are bad.
See, you look like a Franklin Chaplin. What is it doing?
Yep. So you've got 9 boxes to work with.
Oh god, I just drank Green Mountain Dew on a green screen.
So I'd recommend selecting his
Seeing what he
identifier.
has.
Yep.
We definitely want this first. Right?
Well, you can do that. You can do the work preferences too if you're worried about how bad the work result was. So he will restore employees' mental state when the work result is good. Oh. So anytime they fail a work result, so get the red box, he will pulse his damage in the room. His damage shows up around the corners. The next time we work with this guy, I'll point it out. And he'll do a little bit of damage. He's the bog standard dude, he'll always do the same thing.
So these just unlock.
It'll show you the results of the work based on that particular workload. So attachment, go ahead and select that. So anybody of any level working with attachment work will have a high success rate.
Ah. I see.
Yep, so go ahead and select, we'll say, the repression. So levels 1 and 2 will have a medium success rate, and anything higher than that, because they're so strong, will perform a low success rate, because he doesn't like being beat on.
Yep. Alright.
Alright, and
It's the end of the day, right?
Nope.
No?
the bar at the top right or left there, you have to fill that in order to be able to end the day.
Ah. So you should probably send.
so-
Well, we can send her in.
So real quick, select the background just so you can... That mission, you want to complete that as fast as possible.
Works completed, 1 of 3.
So you want to work with him at least 3 times before you end this day, and then
Gotcha.
you'll get another mission. The longer you delay those works, the harder this game gets.
Not gonna send multiple people into the room at the same time, or no?
Nope, it can only ever be a single person at a time. However, if you click on that other girl, you should be able to order her to move to the other locations. So hover over like the hallway there.
So like move here, get her
Yep.
in position essentially.
Yep. I believe it's right click to move her.
No.
Yeah. So she'll move over there. If this guy was something that could escape, having her in the hallway means she is right there and will help try to suppress it.
Gotcha.
Oh, I missed the bubble for that. But because of his damage, the corners of his box will pulse the damage type that he has, and you'll want to keep note of that as you're working with these guys.
Work one more time.
Yep.
With attachment.
Yep. Now, because she's set to that hallway,
Mhm.
you'll want to move her back into the main room when she's done.
Oh, okay, so she comes back out.
See that white cloud? That is a mental attack. So because the work is failing at that juncture, he's pulsing damage into the room. And all of these abnormalities do that.
Working too hard. Hey.
There you go. Alright, well, you've got some more boxes. Go ahead and unlock more of his information.
You definitely probably want to escape information just in case.
And you cannot escape. And that also gives you information upon his gift. If the work result is a 5% probability of happening, he will give them what is essentially that Thorn of Christ thing. And it gives them a bonus to their mental bar of 2 points. And it also increases their success rate with this particular
Do these points that I earn carry over to monsters, like these unique PPE boxes, or are they just tied to a specific?
Every single day, even if you cycle the day, these boxes are left over in this guy's particular slot.
It's just his slot.
Just his slot.
Okay.
So you have to perform work with the other creatures that show up as they show up.
Yeah, like I said, these boxes are just tied to him. So if I got this, this, and this,
Yep.
it won't matter for the next day. If I get another.
Yep, all of that will be unlocked for later. Also note, because you unlocked the specific boxes, you're getting bonuses on the left. So it's a plus 5% to the work and the work
Plus 5
speed.
Okay. Well, your instinct, common, low, low. Yeah, and this is probably the same. Common. Or no, high, high, common. Interesting.
Yep. And because you've unlocked most of his basic information, it's given you access to his weapon, which is a mental damage melee weapon, and the ego suit that's attached to it, so basically body armor.
And you get these PPE boxes.
Yep. So more work with this guy will allow you to buy those and then attach them at the end of the day.
Gotcha.
So, up to you. You can finish the day or grind a little bit on him and.
Well, now that I know that he likes insight as well, low insight, we'll send Mao back in there. Let's see what happens. Kind of curious if you change up the different things, if it's going to be beneficiary, because he wasn't liking patience. Oh.
You've had a quill path meltdown. That basically means that one of the abnormalities is having a meltdown, and you'll need to send somebody to work with them before that red bar at the top reaches 0. If it does reach 0, it will drain the energy out of the tank in the top left. So once this timer reaches 0, the top timer will start. Just send somebody over there and you'll be good to go. So select it and work. During a quill path meltdown,
Time pressures.
during this meltdown, success rate goes down a little bit, but it's not terrible.
Come on, baby. Perfect 10.
I'm getting it.
You can do it. Ah,
Slap.
Don't ask A, B, C, or D answer questions.
It's a bunch more boxes. You can unlock the basic information.
I think I unlocked the rest of his information.
The basic information.
Oh, you make
there
one
on
weapon
on the
start.
left. Yep, you can make the armor weapon, or you could unlock that to find out his basic information. So his name is 1 sin and 100 good deeds.
Once in hundreds of good deeds. God, is he like the freaking Ghost Rider?
Maybe. But at the top there, that nuclear symbol and the abnormality details, you can select that to read lore on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So that is quite a bit of lore.
Man, this guy put a lot of work in though.
Yeah, he did.
That's pretty cool.
Observation.
Alright. Let's close out this day.
S ranking. Nice. And it looks like you generated some extra points on you guys.
Oh, they actually go up over time as well.
Yep. So every time they work, they generate a little bit like of bonus points attached to them. If they actually level up, then it'll give you a little warning box in there that says, hey, we've leveled up. Now we're more proficient in X, Y, or Z. It will always correspond with the work they are performing.
Sonic, I love you.
You flushed my hedgehogs! You flushed my hedgehogs down the toilet!
Sonic.
So, are you doing anything later? I bought so much Chinese takeout, I just simply cannot finish it by myself.